Gervonta Tank Davis finally says he's open and willing to fight Devin Haney if he looks good in this next couple fights. The question is he bluffing and capping, or does he really want to fight Devin? Let's talk about that in this video. But before we do, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's cook on it. What's happening with it, man? Gervonta Davis, he been doing interviews and he been all over the place, to say the least. Well, I'm going to get straight into it. I'm not going to waste no time. Let's listen to what I'm talking about. The whole, I'll fight Devin Haney now. Let's listen to what Tank had to say, and we're going to come back and we're going to cook on it and find out, is he capping or is he for real this time? And smash the like button.
By Haney, man, you know, they keep mentioning his name with you and this and that, but you know, obviously he lost to Ryan. Whether he took some or not, he got knocked on his ass. But
yeah, I'll definitely for sure be opening a fight. Devin, for sure. But it's just like he gotta redeem himself, you know. If he look good his next fight and things like that, and if the fight don't go good, or even if he look good against Ryan too, and he don't get the win, like I feel though it would still be like a good fight to have. Just like even like the build up since he been younger and things like that coming in the game, and it was back and forth. So I think it still would be a good fight with man Devin for sure.
Well, you know, it's the light skin.
So there you go. He says that, like I said, if he's looking good in this next couple fights, even if he may take a L, but he still look good, he willing to fight him. Now, let me go back to the beginning of the video, right? Because I've noticed that Gervonta Davis won't do interviews with nobody unless he feels they're completely biased towards him. As you notice, right off the rip, Bubba Dub makes Tank feel comfortable when he mentions Devin, but he treads water how he mentions him. He says, you know, they keep mentioning Devin's name with you, you know, he already lost to Ryan Garcia, but they keep mentioning his name with yours. Newsflash, this is boxing. They're supposed to mention all of the top fighters' names with all of the top fighters' names. That's how boxing goes. But you have to make Gervonta Davis feel special, or he'll go off on you like we've seen him do with other people that ask him questions or bring up names that intimidates him. And I'm not saying that Devin intimidates him. I'm just saying basically, you know, overall, how you got to tread lightly when you asking him questions, and how he only interviews with people that he know is going to be totally biased towards him. You know, that kind of conduct the interview like they look up to him, you know. But anyway, regardless of all of that, Gervonta Davis finally willing to fight Devin Haney, he says, right? Now, you mean to tell me after 5 years, Devin Haney became the WBC champion in the same division Gervonta Davis was in 2019, the 135-pound division. So you mean to tell me after 5 years of Devin and Bill Haney calling you out, damn near begging you to fight, after he moves up 2 weight divisions, now you saying that you willing to fight Devin Haney? Hold on. Didn't you just do an interview before you did this interview and said that, well, why should I have to fight Devin Haney? Like, it ain't really no use. Ryan Garcia beat him and I beat Ryan Garcia. So it makes it like I already beat Devin. In so many words. You just said that. But you got so much backlash. Now are you bipolar? Or what's going on? Are you just saying shit so people won't continue to get on your helmet? And it's crazy, man, that, of course, all of the tanker maniacs, right? The meat mushing Gervonta Davis fans, he could tell y'all anything and y'all gonna run with it. That man can mush shit in y'all face and tell you it's a Snickers bar, and you gonna believe it, smelling like shit and all. Well, Tank said it's a Snickers bar. I know it smells and tastes like shit, but Tank said it's a Snickers bar. Quit hating on Tank. You hating on Tank. The shit that y'all say in these comments and on these social media posts, it's crazy. It's outrageous. You know, people been telling me, Tank don't have to do nothing. Leave Tank alone. Tank don't have to fight nobody. Really? When you're sitting up hearing this man say that he's on the same level as a Floyd Mayweather and Sugar Ray Leonard, yeah, he's capping. You know, he knows that him and Devin Haney fight is not possible because Devin is now at 147, right? He knows that once everybody brings this to the table, if Devin win his next two fights, right, and everybody start talking about it, he gonna say, well, I'm at 135 pounds. If Devin want to fight me, tell him to come to 135. So we know, and Gervonta Davis knows that Devin is not gonna shrink all the way back down to 135. When he was at the weight, he couldn't even make the weight hardly. He looked like he was dying. He looked like he just had rolls out of the casket trying to make 135 a few years ago when he was fighting at the weight. Now you want to call him out? And Tank Davis also said that he's too small for 140. He ain't fighting nobody at 140. Well, he did say that unless it was Ryan Garcia, he was willing to fight Ryan maybe at a catch weight at like 143, right? That was Ryan Garcia. But he said the opposite for Devin, and his whole team was saying, if Devin, tell Devin to come to 135 after they knew he couldn't make the weight no more. So the man is capping 1,000%. He completely capping and bluffing because he knows that Devin already moved up. And for the record, I always had picked Gervonta Davis to beat Devin by knockout. But I also said that if it wasn't a knockout, that Devin would win on the scorecards. And that's exactly what he was worried about because he said it out of his own mouth. Gervonta Davis all over the place and capping once again. Think he's bipolar. I don't know what's going on with him, but this is complete bull-ish. Let me know how y'all feel. Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and bite blood out your bottom lip. And don't forget to cry in the comments.
Mayweather, Gervonta split.
I mean, it don't matter. If you don't want to make the big fights happen, you might as well stay with your promoter that you're with now. Mm-hmm. If you don't care to go and try to make the big fights happen, what's the point of even leaving your situation? You might as well stay there and be loyal to Floyd if that's the case.
Gervonta, it wasn't a hard fight. I was just weak. I will beat Gervonta Davis worse than I beat Devin Haney. Devin Haney's a harder fight than Gervonta.